Okay, so we're live, and Ilona, the floor is yours. Please share with us everything that you can about Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, of course I will. So, yeah, let me introduce myself first. So, as Rian mentioned, I'm Ilona. I'm Ilona Arnold, and I'm based in Germany, and I'm handling the representation for continental Europe. So I'm very happy to introduce you to Greater Fort Lauderdale today. So that's my first webinar in the Dutch market, and I'm very excited about it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. During the webinar and also afterwards, I'm always there and try to help. So I think you should see my screen now, right?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, wonderful. So for those who are not really familiar with the Greater Fort Lauderdale area, we are 45 minutes north of Miami. Well, I would say 45 minutes. It always depends on traffic because the Miami traffic is awful. And going upstairs to Fort Lauderdale is not really better. So there's another opportunity to travel in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. I will show you later. And we do have our own airport. It's the FLL airport. It's an international airport, and we don't have any direct flights from the Dutch market at the moment, but we do have great connecting flights. So one of my favorite flights are the flights with Air Canada, because the good thing with Air Canada is that you will do your immigration in Canada, which means it's very easy, it's very accessible. So you have very short ways to go between one plane to another. You do your immigration, you don't have to carry your luggage. And the only thing you need to know is that you also need an ETA to the ESTA, but it's really very easy. So I was traveling, I think, the last 6 months, I did it 4 or 5 times with Air Canada, and it didn't even take longer than 25 minutes to go from one plane to another. So it's very convenient and very easy. And if you have to do connecting flights anyways, I would prefer to do the Air Canada one. And a few minutes ago, I mentioned a possibility to travel between Miami and Fort Lauderdale, which will be our Brightline train. So, not sure if you're familiar with the Brightline. Brightline is a very cool way to travel at the Atlantic coast of Florida. So, it's a private train that goes all the way from Orlando down to Miami, and you have several stops. And when you go and travel to Orlando, for example, let's say like you want to go and see the mouse or do a day trip for the parks, or vice versa, staying in Orlando and want to go to the beach, it's just a 3-hour ride to go to Orlando or to go from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale. It's a very, very cool way to travel. And there's a train like every hour, and it's really very easy to travel. So here you can see an overview of Greater Fort Lauderdale. You can see our beaches from north to south. So the northest beach we have is the Deerfield Beach, and the southest one that's the closest to Miami is the Hallandale Beach. And the most important thing here on this map is my table on the left side. You can see the distances from to downtown. And the most important message for me at this point is that it says 150 kilometers to the Florida Keys. That doesn't really sound very far, right? But the way down to the Keys is, it's a very beautiful way to travel. You have a lot of bridges, but you also have just the possibility to drive 20 or 30 miles at maximum, which means that it takes you, I don't know, like 3 to 4 hours one way going down to the Florida Keys. So I would not recommend to do this on a day trip. You definitely should plan on staying at the Keys while visiting, because the Keys are also very beautiful, and it would be a shame if you would just go down and stay there for 2-3 hours and go back to Fort Lauderdale. So I don't know what your weather at the moment says in the Netherlands, but here it was very gray and rainy today. So I hope that I can bring you some sunshine today, and I have a little video which I want to show you to, like get more impressions about our beautiful area.
I believe in the art of taking my time. I like to sip life slow, kinda like tequila and lime. Let the sunset low so the stars can align. I'm in a free state of mind all of the time. All of the time. Yeah, And I color out loud, repping my town like. If you wanna feel amazing, right now, flash up your lights and color the whole town like Yo, I color out loud, repping my town. La-di-da-di-day-o, la-di-day-o, everyone under the sun.
So we are also called the Venice of America, which is because of our very long negotiable waterways. So we have more than 480 kilometers in Greater Fort Lauderdale inside of our area where you can, go by boat, you can do stand-up paddleboard, you can canoe. There are different ways to explore our waterways, and one of my preferred thing to do is taking a water taxi. So it's not only from going from A to B, you can also use it as a little sightseeing tour. So you can book a ticket. It's like a hop on and hop off ticket. You can use it during the whole day. There are also possibilities to book 3 days or 7 days. So different passes, you could say. And there are 21 water taxi stops, which means that you can really explore the whole area. And if you would take like a whole loop, it will take you there for 3 hours. And it's a very convenient way to travel in Greater Fort Lauderdale. And you don't really necessarily need a car to explore our area. We are also called the yachting capital of the world because we have more than 50,000 registered yachts and boats in our area. And it's really all about marine life and marine dreams. And if you like to explore our waterways in a more casual way, I would recommend to doing it in our cruising tickies. That's what you can see on the left side beside the word cruising. So they're nice little bars. You can rent. They are coming with a captain, so you don't have to navigate these little cruising tickies, and you can, pre-order some drinks, or you can bring your own drinks with you, and it's a very nice way to, sail into the sunset, for example, or just for exploring the area. If you like it more romantic, I would definitely confirm the gondolas, especially by night, because all these little villas and houses, I should not really say little houses because, they're really mansions and really nice houses along the water sides. They are very nice, decorated, especially for, the winter season when, like Christmas is coming up. So they really have nice lightings, and it's very, nice and peaceful, just, floating over our waterways. And you can also book a picnic back if you want and do a little picnic on the gondolas. We have 39 kilometers of goldy sand and beaches, and it's really, a whole area. So it's really a full coast of beach. What you can see here on this drone shot we have, and we have 8 different beaches. So I guess the most favorite one that most of you are familiar with is the Fort Lauderdale beach. It's the main beach we have. There are the most hotels and also the chains like Hilton, Marriott's. The bigger hotels, also luxury hotels, you can find here at the Fort Lauderdale beach. The Hillsborough and the Denia beach is more like I would say like a hidden gem thing. So most of the people who are living in Greater Fort Lauderdale, they're going to Denia Beach and to Hillsborough Beach. The Pompano Beach is more a familiar style beach. So it has very nice hotels and apartments in the background. So you have the chance to get several bedrooms for a family. And it's very easy accessible beach. So which means that it's, like very tight and very slow going into the water. The Hallandale Beach is the southest beach, so it's the closest one to Miami. My favorite beach is the Lauderdale by the Sea. That's my most favorite beach because it's more like the old Florida charm. It's laid back, so the houses are 2 to 3 stores, so they're not really, like not really high. And the Deerfield Beach, so if you are a surfer lover, Deerfield Beach is a great spot to do some surfing classes and to, explore our sea life too. And the Hollywood Beach is also very famous because the Hollywood Beach has a very nice sand, so it's a little bit more like powder sand. The others are great too, but this is really, like powder sugar. And there's also a nice boardwalk. So it's really called Broadwalk and not Boardwalk. So the R after the B. It's a well-known and famous boardwalk we have. It has a lot of nice restaurants and bars. You can just stroll around, enjoy the beach. They have some live music, so it's very nice. If you have, time at night and want to explore the area, it's a very good way to do so. We also called us the gate to the Everglades, so we are very close to the Everglades itself. So 2/3 of Greater Fort Lauderdale exists out of the Everglades. We do have our own park. It's the Sawgrass Recreational Park. And in this park, you can do like the classic airboat rides, but you can also do some canoe and kayaking tours. You can do a walking tour. So there are several ways to explore the Everglades. If you like to go shopping or just strolling around, enjoy some trendy, great restaurants and boutiques, I would definitely recommend to go and visit the Las Olas Boulevard. The Las Olas Boulevard is a very nice place where you can also use the water taxi. So I would not really recommend going by car because the parking situation might be a little bit tricky at some point. So it's definitely easier to take the water taxi. And if you, like a real big shopper, I would definitely recommend to go to the Sawgrass Mills Mall. The Sawgrass Mills Mall is the biggest outlet mall in America. So we have more than 350 stores indoor, like the classical stores like Tommy Hilfiger, Levi's, Gap, and also the Colonnades, which is the newest addition to this area. The Colonnades are outside of Sawgrass Mills Mall, and it's the premium outlet section. So that's where you can find Gucci, Prada, and Co. So it's a very nice place to shop, and also for your clients, if you have clients who need some help with shopping or just carrying the bag, there's really everything you can book through the Sawgrass Mills Mall's Colonnade. Restaurants and having good food is a very, important thing, of course. And because of our culture, we have a lot of fusion kitchens. So we are very well known for our culinary and outdoor restaurants. So we have more than 150 restaurants outdoor. With outdoor seating, you can also sit inside if you want, but I think it's probably a European thing that, we love to go and sit outside when we have nice weather and don't really like the cool air conditioning. So what we are very well known for is our dock and dine system. So that's what you can see here in the picture. So we do have dock and dine restaurants, which means that you can go to them by a boat, so by your rented boat or by a water taxi. There are several ways to go to these restaurants, but you can also use the car if you want. We also have new restaurants that are now included in the Michelin Guide since a few months. So there's really, you can have fast food, you can have high-class food. There's really, a lot of time or a lot of things to explore while in Greater Fort Lauderdale when it comes to food. And we also have very nice bars and clubs. So we do have great great rooftop bars where you can have, I mean, incredible sunsets. You can see all the lights from downtown area. It's really very cool to go there and see, I mean, when the sun sets and you have all the waterways. And we also have these speakeasy bars. Not sure if you're familiar with speakeasy bars. So speakeasy bars are from the 20s and 30s where, I mean, people were not allowed to meet in public, which means that there were bars in, let's say, like a hidden gas station, for example, or like something that doesn't really look like a bar from the outside. We do have that too. We have very cool bars and very cool speakeasy bars. You can find a whole list on our homepage at visitlauderdale.com. And I would definitely recommend to do a reservation first because they are very popular and famous, and most of them have very limited capacity because they're not really, you know, like huge bars, because they're hidden bars. If you want to go for an ice cream, I would definitely recommend Jackson's Ice Cream. So Jackson's Ice Cream is a very nice restaurant. I mean, it's also a restaurant, but I do love their ice cream. So it's an ice cream shop too. And it's in our area since the 50s. So it's a very classical diner too, like these. You can see, I mean, you can see in the picture. So there's like the white, red parlor. So we have a little, you know, something for kids in front, and it's a very nice, I mean, place to stay. And the ice cream is very delicious. So my favorite one is the Rocky Roads one. And if you if you go there, you definitely have to try some ice cream here. If you like some more casual activities by night and also on the weekends during the day, I would recommend to go and see the Mermaid Show. The Mermaid Show will take place at the Bee Ocean Resort. So they're cute little mermaids who are, you know, like diving into the pool from the Bee Ocean Resort. And there's a rec bar, which has like these little windows where you can see the show. And there are different shows. So for the weekend, during the day, there's like a family brunch, for example. It's called Mimosa and Brunch. And there's also like an adults only burlesque show, which will take place at Friday and Saturday night. So this is a very cool thing to do too. And it's, I mean, at the Fort Lauderdale Beach area, which is very centrally located. Sports is a big thing for us. We do have the Florida Panthers, so the famous ice hockey team that won the Stanley Cup twice. Then, of course, we have Inter Miami. Inter Miami, it's called Inter Miami because, I mean, it's a Miami football team, but they do their training and all their, I mean, the whole company itself is in Greater Fort Lauderdale. So if you want to go and visit and see them while they are on their training, you have to go to Greater Fort Lauderdale. And of course, this year, or I mean, the next year, like 2026, we have the World Champion Soccership, which, I mean, will take also place in Miami. So this might be a good opportunity to stay in the Greater Fort Lauderdale area. And as far as I heard from the hotels, we do have great deals too at the moment. So if you have clients who are interested in, there's definitely a way to stay in Greater Fort Lauderdale. And even if they don't have tickets for the game, the plan is to have a lot of public viewing opportunities and bars where you can go and explore the games. Because of our weather, golf is also a thing for us. I mean, you can basically golf during, I mean, the whole year. We have great golf courses, which are very famous and popular. And they are also the way to reserve some spots at the hotels. Probably you saw it under our logo. So we do have a tag, which means like everyone under the sun. And this is a special, very special theme for us because it means that everyone is welcome in our area. So in our area are living more than 170 nations who are speaking more than 147 languages. So we are really open-minded, and everybody is welcome. And there's also a very cool campaign for accessible travel. So there's a joint initiative by Real the World and Visit Lauderdale. And we have our sunflower program too at the airport. So the sunflower program is a nice way to request assistance for people who need extra help during all the airport processes. So everybody will get like a little wristband, and the people who are working at the airport, they know that they need extra help and they need extra time. So there's no need to feel rushed. And I think it's a very nice and discreet way to, get closer to the people. And I do have a nice video about our Everyone Under the Sun policy, which I want to show you now. Yeah.
Take the seats.
The greater Fort Lauderdale area really does have something for everyone under the sun. This is amazing. To be able to keep up and enjoy something like this with my family is incredible.
This is so much fun.
All of the different experiences they have. We have my daughter who would be content just sitting on the beach, reading a book, and hitting every museum. So we've done the museums, and we did a play, and they were both phenomenal experiences. And then we've done the more active things. We went on an airboat tour to look for the alligators in the Everglades. And we've gone to the beach and we're going water skiing. I'm so ready for this. There is something for every personality and every ability level. And you can come here and experience this amazing county. I hope that as you watch this, you have seen that Greater Fort Lauderdale is a destination for you and your family. It doesn't matter if you have a cognitive or intellectual disability. It doesn't matter if you use a wheelchair. It doesn't matter if you have dietary restraints. There is something for you here, and they are willing to work with you to make sure that your needs are met so that you can have the best possible family vacation in an area that accepts everyone under the sun.
Let's go to one of our another important topic. It's like our cruise tourism. So we do have the Port Everglades, which is the third biggest cruise port in the States, and it's more like a little bit more like upscale cruises or cruise lines we have. So we do have Princess Cruises, Silver Seas. You can, start your vacation with Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection or Disney Cruise Line. So since 2 years, Disney Cruise Line has its own terminal in our area. So for now, we have 2 Disney cruise ships. The plan is to have a third one by the end of this year, beginning of next year. And we also have a cruise guide, which you can scan here. It's a very nice add-on if you are interested in cruises. So as I said, we have a very diverse county, and we also have diverse accommodations. So we have more than 500 different resorts, hotels, and boutique properties. And I do have some recommendations that I want to show you. So one of the recommendation is it's brand new. It came up in February this year. That's the Pier 66 Hotel and Marina. It's very close to the convention center, and it's directly on the waterways. So there's a water taxi station that you could use, and it's a 5-star luxury hotel. Another one, which is really one of my favorite ones too, is the Kimpton Shore Break. The Kimpton Shore Break is at the Fort Lauderdale beach. It's in the second row. And the good thing about this is that you have two pools. One is based, so you can see it on the left side on the picture. So one is based on the rooftop behind the hotel, and that's the way where you can see all the waterways and have great sunsets. And the other pool is facing the beach, so you can have both views going to the beach in just 5 minutes. It's really very close. And on the other hand, you can also have the waterways. I am a fan of the Plunge Beach Resort too, which is in Lauderdale by the Sea. It's more a casual motel-style hotel. It's directly at the beach, and with the resort fee also comes the beach chairs and the umbrella, and is free parking also that is included in the resort fee. The Hotel Marin is a Curio Collection hotel, which is also at the Fort Lauderdale beach. It was renovated 3 years ago. It's more like a Mediterranean one, so it has like these blue and nature-looking colors. It's a little smaller than other hotels we have, and one of our iconic hotels for sure is the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. So that's the first hotel that was designed in a guitar. So guests have the possibility and the chance to sleep in the guitar or outside of the guitar. So there are like different areas where you can book your room. My favorite spot is, outside of the guitar and looking to the guitar when it's dark, because there's like a light show like every full hour with music, so it's a very cool entertainment thing. And probably there are guests who said that was my dream, sleeping in a guitar, who knows. So that's definitely the right spot. And you have a great overview of Greater Fort Lauderdale too if you are do your overnight sleep in the guitar. So even if you don't have a room here, you can go there for nighttime activities. So they have casinos 24/7, so it's really Las Vegas feeling when it comes to the casinos. Then they have a Hard Rock Cafe. They have a great stadium, so with very good concerts. So last time there was Beyonce, Bruce Springsteen, Ed Sheeran. So really great acts that you can see here, and it might be also a chance to offer your clients a little more when they are staying outside of the hotel. Just check the calendar and see if there are some concerts going on at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. So I have some news from Greater Fort Lauderdale for you. So we do have a new open-air food hall, which is right on the waterways at Fort Lauderdale Beach. So you have the beach on one side, then you cross the street, then you have the Marina Village, and on the other side, the waterway. So it's very, very good situated. And there's also the chance to take a water taxi to go to and from Marina Village. Then we have three new cruise ships that are coming. One is the Sun Princess, the largest ship from Princess Cruises, Silver Ray from Silver Sea, which is like an ultra luxury ship, and Ilma from Ritz-Carlton Yacht. So as I said earlier, we are really in soccer fever. So we do have a new soccer brochure. And for those who are coming to the Busa Roadshow in 2 weeks, I will, or better said, my colleague will be there, and she will have some of our soccer brochures with her. And if you are interested in soccer brochures or in general brochures, just let me know and I can also ship it to you. Then there's a very nice new experience, Vinyasa Yoga Flow at the Bonnet House. And the Bonnet House has a very nice botanical garden. So it's also at the Fort Lauderdale Beach area, and it's very calm, very relaxing, and yeah, it's beautiful, lush plantation. And what is really very cool is our new rooftop bar at Nubi. They have great drinks and food, and it's on the rooftop bar from the Hilton Fort Lauderdale Beach Resort. And as I also mentioned earlier, so the new first-class hotel, it's the Pier 66 Hotel that is brand new and opened in November this year. So if you want to learn more about Greater Fort Lauderdale, we have a great program which is called the lauderdaleloyalist.com program. So it's a very nice e-learning tool. You can get some, free images if you need them. You can download them. And if you finish the courses, you have also the chance to request reduced rates for hotels for yourself or also for activities. And our homepage is the visit lauderdale.com page, and you can also see us in different channels like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So I'm almost done. This is my contact information. So again, if you need anything, just reach out. Don't be shy. Ask me everything you want, and you can ask me now everything you want too. I hope you had fun and you want to go to Greater Fort Lauderdale now, because I want to after I saw the videos and take a little peek outside my window here.
Thank you so much, Ilona, for taking us on this indeed very sunny journey. I would love to visit just any of the beaches. I'm not picky, just any would be fine. But yeah, no, thank you for sharing. And there's lots of new things coming to the city as well. So that was great. There have not been any questions that have been put in the chat, but here's your time. So if you have any questions, oh, there's actually one coming up right now. Ruud is asking, do you have any good snorkeling and diving spots? Great question. I would love to know as well.
Oh yeah, we do have. So we do have like a snorkeling area and like a ship. You can do like shipwreck diving. It's very close to the Lauderdale by the Sea beach section. So it's, you can get it. You don't have to take a ship. You can just, like swim. It's like 10 meters or something. So very close to the beach itself.
Easy. And any diving centers that would take you out a little bit further, maybe to the reef?
Also at the Lauderdale by the Sea area. So there are also some of them. But I really have to be honest with this. So when you really, like an expert or a pro, probably it's not, going to Florida is probably not the best spot to do diving. It's nice to do it, and if you are there, but if you really want to go and explore and see the sea life, I think there probably are better spots to do it. But if you want, you can, of course.
Yeah, well, near the Florida Keys, but then they can just drive down from Fort Lauderdale, so it's an easy gateway. We have another question from Lisa. She's asking, are there any campgrounds in the Fort Lauderdale area for like RVing?
There are some campgrounds, and I can share a list if you want.
Yeah, maybe if you share it with me, I can include it in the follow-up email and just share it with anyone that's on the call right now.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Sandra is not asking a question. She's just saying, let's get sunny and sleep in the guitar. So that was a really cool hotel indeed.
I'm in. So, if you need a travel companion, I can join you.
Someone is asking if they can use the video, the Everyone Under the Sun video.
Like the accessible one, the second?
Yeah. Yes.
Let me check with our head office, because I know that we are also planning on new commercials. But I will check and get back to you.
Yep. Thank you, Gerda, for your question. We're gonna see if it's possible, and then I can also include it in the follow-up email with some other resources that we will share afterwards.
Okay, great.
Good question. Someone is asking about who's in charge of marketing. Can they reach out to you directly, Ilona, for any specific questions? Okay.
Yeah.
Erika,
I'm responsible for marketing and trade. So maybe I should mention it earlier. Sorry if I didn't. But you can reach out to me directly.
All right. Otherwise, if you don't have the email written down, I'm gonna. They're asking one more time for the email address. Can you put it in the chat maybe for them?
Of course.
Yeah, then everyone just has it. I also had a question myself, actually, about what the perfect time of the year is. Is it year round, or any moments in the year that are maybe not so good?
Yeah, so I would say, I mean, in general, it's like a year-round destination. You just need to know and be aware of, like the weather. So in the summertime, it's more humid. It might be nothing for everybody when it's too humid. So it's not really getting hot temperature-wise, but when it's very humid, it maybe feels like hotter than it is. Then we do have, I mean, the hurricane season in September. The last times, I mean, the Gulf Coast was hit very hard by different hurricanes. So far, no hurricanes that, I mean, did something so far. But I think, I mean, yeah, almost the whole year, there's everything to explore. I mean, different seasons and different things to see. So that's not really, I mean, my favorite timing for going to Florida is May and November because it's not that crowded. So it's like the in-between season, and you also have
Yeah.
good prices for hotels.
Sounds pretty good. Some people are saying they have to go, but they are saying
fine.
thank you for your time and for your
Thank you for your
presentation.
time.
Is there any other questions? We still have some time, so we're not rushing. If anyone has a question, just put them in the chat. Maybe while we wait to see if there's any more questions, Ilona was already mentioning the Visit USA Roadshow, which is happening in 2 weeks. So her colleague will be there. We're actually traveling from Zwolle to Rotterdam to Eindhoven. If you have already registered for one of those days, we look very much forward to the event taking place, and we'll see you in either one of these cities. If you haven't yet, I will probably include it as well in the follow-up email, so you can still register if you want. We still got some places, and there's always enough food, so everyone's more than happy and more than welcome to join. People are just saying thank you. Is it recorded? Yes, the webinar is being recorded. We will share it on our trade portal. So on the Visit USA website, on the top right in the menu, you can go to the trade section. If you have not done so already or have not done so before, please check it out. There's lots of extra content on there as well that you as our trade partners can use, like image libraries, information on these kinds of webinars, events that are taking place. So you can just request a login and then you get access to that. So we will be sharing the webinar there, so you can always rewatch it. Just some people saying thank you, so I don't think there are any more questions. And if you do think of a question later on, you can just reach me or reach Ilona via email.
Thank you. I mean, everybody for your time.
Erna is saying she stayed several times in Miami, but next time it's going to be Fort Lauderdale. So
That sounds good.
there you go. Okay, then I think we're gonna wrap up. Thank you everyone for joining on this Thursday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, and we hope to see you at another event or at another webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you.